Over the years, I've encountered backpackers walking the length of Great Britain and always been inspired. I've decided now's the right time for me to have a go at this myself. This is my video log. Hope you enjoy. So another not too long a day, less than 20 miles, it's about 19. Quite a hilly one though. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. Stayed at the Montgomery hotel there. Considering they had the fair on, they did really well to cater for everyone. Unfortunately the fire alarm went off at just before 3 in the morning. That's me back onto Offa's Dyke. This is one of the rare bits of Offa's Dyke trail where the border between England and Wales still follows Offa's Dyke. The border's pretty mad, like it seems to spend as much time going east to west as it does going from north to south. One of the things I've been impressed about so far with the Offa's Dyke path is how much of it is actually spent beside or on Offa's Dyke itself. It's a really peaceful stretch as well. I think it's because there isn't any like traffic noise in the background, which there has been a lot of the time over the last few days. Definitely my favourite day's walking for quite some time, I would say. I kind of thought I'd put some music on, you know, get the tunes on. I haven't listened to music at all since I started the big journey, and I thought maybe I should today, but you know what, I'm quite happy just with hearing the wind blowing through the trees. It's probably more calories in this than one of those adventure meals, although I doubt it's nutritious. Definitely getting a bit of a workout today. See the trig point behind me there. Highest point of the day, I think that's 430 metres. About four miles down to where I'm camping tonight before I get to Knighton. Yeah, it's not all downhill because I know there's at least one reasonable climb to do yet. Yeah, I think that's the final climb up in those trees. Looks like the steepest has been left to last today. Good day's walking, and the weather's been perfect. It's nice to not, I'm never going to complain about the sun, and it is nice to not be getting burnt to a crisp. I think it's a bit late for the bench. Could have done with that about 8 miles ago. Well, that's me pitched up and walking into town. It's the last half mile of my walk today. So it's 20 to 8 in the morning. Campsite that I was in is just there. You might see the railway bridge over the river, it's just the other side of that. Really good, really good. Nice modern shower area and kitchen area with kettle and microwave and fridge and freezer. And benches to sit on if you need them. Impressed. And he only wants a tenner for the night. This is quite funny. And footprints. You do a lot of that on the Offa's Dyke trail though. I eventually found the right way out of town. Sheep on the golf course. 4. So a bit of a climb coming out of Knighton, whichever direction you're going. Today is going to be up and down again, but I don't think quite as frequently as yesterday. I think there's 3 times we climb up to about 400 metres and then drop down into a valley and then back up again. The first time we do it, you stay up high for quite a while looking at the map. I'm going to find out. So chatting at the campsite whilst I was having my coffee for breakfast. There's a couple of others walking south as well. They're planning on going to Knighton today. I'm planning on actually pushing on a bit farther onto Gladestry. And there's a girl going north as well, and she says that this section was beautiful, so it's always nice when you hear that. But I'm booked to camp at Offa's Dyke Lodge at Gladestry. Sounds ideal. I mean, she's obviously used to catering for backpacker people and does lunches and charges your phone and stuff, so way too early. I started off this morning in a t-shirt and then the jumper came on, now the waterproof's on. I even almost went back to the beanie, but the first time since Scotland, I believe. I've gone for the buff, but the beanie might be going on yet. So this is Hawthorn Hill. The views all around are brilliant. The River Lug, I think. So the Offa's Dyke Trail conveniently goes through the centre of Knighton, which is handy if you're picking up supplies at the beginning or at the end of your day. So I made use of the bakery and got a cheese pickle sandwich made up for my lunch, which I'm going to eat very soon, I think. It's too windy to sit down and enjoy my lunch. There's some shelves. Really hoping for a bench too. That's maybe pushing it. Time to improvise. Freshly made for me. Fresh granary bread as well. I think we're going round the side there. So this is the final climb before Kington. It's Rushton Hill or something like that. What a good spot this would be for lunch. Of course, I've already had mine. A new view over Offa's Dyke. That must be the Black Mountain. I just sat down here to take a wee moment whilst it's dry. This huge view over to the east and swinging round towards the south here with the Black Mountains stretched profile where I'll be walking tomorrow. It really puts in perspective how huge an island we're on, how big this walk is. It's epic. Been a relatively gentle climb out of Kington. Good morning. It's about 8:20, leaving Gladestry behind. Nice place, so Offa's Dyke retreat. Viv and Adrian was able to camp there and get a meal and breakfast made, which was lovely. So grateful for that. But definitely the sort of place I would seek out for camping. Just small, for walkers only, friendly and peaceful. I had the best night's sleep camping, I think, since the start. I enjoyed that feeling of being rested this morning. Nice home cooked meal as well, like asparagus and cheese, pastry, nice creamy mashed potato, fresh veg, vegetarian gravy and loads of it. All good. Bloody typical, isn't it? A lovely view back already. So today is probably my biggest day for quite a while. Heading to Llanthony Priory over the Black Mountains. We also climbed to the highest point in the Offa's Dyke path. It's not as up and down as the previous 2 days, I don't. A little bit of undulation here towards Hay-on-Wye, where I'm hoping to get some new hiking socks and lunch and remember to get some food for the next couple of days. And then it's just one long uphill and then it's a flat ridge top walk. That's what I'm telling myself anyway. And here's a nice view of the day ahead. Making for really pleasant walking this so far today. Nice easy terrain, but you're high up and you've got these magnificent views around. So someone's very kindly put this boardwalk in case it's muddy, but it just goes to show how dry it is just now. I'm just coming into Hay-on-Wye now, the River Wye down on my left there. It's about 10 miles done once I'm there, so just like coming up for 12, so good time for lunch. Castle's up there, and I need to go down here. That was tricky. Yeah, all the coffee shops were mobbed. I found a nice quiet one, but I've actually ended up going to the Spar and getting my lunch there to eat on the way, so somewhere where I can sit down and have a bit of peace and quiet. Kind of used to that now, aren't I? Anyway, got stocked up. Back to camping food tonight and tomorrow night. Nice town though, Hay-on-Wye. I would love to be visiting there without the rucksack and without being on a walk, you know. It's looking back down over Hay. Yeah, very nice place. Managed to get a pair of socks, a couple of pairs of hiking socks there as well. I'd lost one pair and they all have holes in them, as I say. It's definitely one of the plus points of this walk for me. Really nice villages and towns that you pass through. I guess up in Scotland we don't really have the population to keep a lot of our places open, like the pubs and various services that you do get down here on the trails. Having said that, the bottom of the Hay-on-Wye was very sparse. That'll do. Good call. yeah, been very impressed with the Offa's Dyke trail, really enjoying this. It might be because it's so different from what I'm used to back home, so it's really nice in a different way. But then again, I've heard a lot of people say it's really nice, it's not just me. That's Hay Bluff ahead. I believe Offa's Dyke path heads round to the left of that and then up behind. Gone a bit Pennine way. It's almost like being back in the Cape Wrath Trail again. It's that cool and damp, and I'm making the mistake of waiting until I'm cool before putting extra layers on and trying to walk faster instead. So I'm going to stop right now and put more layers on. The beanie is back. So the highest point of the ridge was about 703, it says. We've come quite a few miles along it. This trig point's 610, and I know this means I've got about a mile before I start trying to drop down the side to Llanthony, down beneath those dark looking clouds to the right. A bit brighter behind. I've just sat myself down on a rock for a good 10 minutes now, just staring across this. It's beautiful. Glad it's stopped raining and allowed me to do this. And I've had to drop down off Offa's Dyke path to get down here, but definitely worth it so far anyway.